So for the incline press, when we're focusing on the sternal division of the pec, so that middle but upper middle portion of the pec, our arm path is going to be more of a out and in relationship to the upper sternal fibers. So to find that active range, Austin is going to pull out and back, retracting that scapula to find that position, and then he's going to adjust to the plane of the machine. That's going to tell him where that handle should be so he can adjust the seat height up or down. So if Austin comes back here, everything's retracted back. You can see we have a nice straight line in that sternal pec. So now as he goes to press, this is pulling insertion to origin here. For this particular motion, the sternal pec is going to be most advantageous in the middle position. So if you do have a smart cam, setting it in the mid-range, so like on the 1, you'll probably be able to do the most work. But in any sort of press, make sure you use all of the settings if you're trying to take that muscle to complete failure. If we're going to do the incline press and we want to focus on the clavicular fibers, so the ones that run along the clavicle here, those come off at this angle here. So we're not going to be using this out and in position. We're actually going to be down. So the angle that the arm needs to be needs to reflect those claviculars coming off. To isolate those a little bit more, we're going to take a tiny bit of the incline out and line up this position so that it's kind of flat in relationship to the place he's pressing. So depending on your sternum angle, that may be a little bit more, a little bit less inclined. So here, Austin's going to use the foot peg here, drive that off, and now his position, you can see, is going to be lined up with these fibers. You're naturally going to get a little bit of front delta in here, but you're also going to get a lot of those clavicular fibers. So now as he's pressing, he's driving up and in, thinking about bringing his armpit up into his clavicle. So that's going to be a different sensation. If you think about squeezing into this part of your chest, your shoulder's going to end up rotating. So you have to pay attention to the actual pec fibers that you're trying to recruit. If we're doing this position, you have to think upper chest. Otherwise, if I'm thinking lower chest and I'm pressing this way, I'm going to roll my shoulder around. It's going to be very uncomfortable trying to do that position with the elbows down. But if you're thinking upper pec, this is nice and smoothly going to go to that up and inward position and flow with the machine.